Hello everybody, my name is Louie. Today I've got,
Damon with Premier RV.
they're known as Precious, right?
Precious, Dana, Damien, you name it.
AKA?
I'm good.
I've only done it twice now, a couple times and then I'll stop doing
Got
it.
fans all over,
No, I know you got,
even in the southeast.
we got fans counting how many times we say I mean, I
Yeah.
apologize, I say that quite a bit, but
Height.
height,
A few other errors I got to correct you on.
hot water heater instead of water heater.
Yeah,
But today we brought our A game,
we
right?
did. Yeah,
I know you did. You had a quad shot?
I had a quad shot. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm excited. I got a 2008 Country Coach Magna today.
6914.
Ooh, Galileo floor plan, and really kind of a cool floor plan. That's where the computer desk is dedicated to the midship of the coach.
Yep.
05 to 08 Country Coach Affinities called the Alexander Valley floor plan was very, very popular. And in 07, they came out with some modifications to this floor plan and made it in the Magna models, which is really
Galileo.
nice. Called the Galileo
Yes.
instead of the Alexander Valley.
Yeah.
But a couple modifications to the desk facing
Yeah.
more forward, and then I think it was the bathroom vanity sink, which we'll show you inside, is a little bit wider and
Yep.
stuff. So some good modifications. They actually listened to customers, and then that's where they made those changes to this floor plan.
You got your A game with you today too, I guess.
Yeah,
Wow.
Got to bring it on. Again, we have our indoor showroom, right, Damon?
Now we got holes.
We got a couple holes, so
Yeah.
we're looking for some shorties. We have the shorties on this side, and we have the 42s and 45s on this side.
Yep.
But I just got back late last night from picking up another one, so
45.
45,
London Air.
London Air. So
Got two of them now.
again, if you have a pre-owned, well-maintained diesel pusher, we'd be more than happy to sell it for you.
It'll be indoors, plugged in, always clean. Shows very well. Great first impression.
This coach, the paint and everything is in phenomenal shape. It's got 52,000 miles,
Yeah.
600 Cummins, and we're asking $229,999.
Yep. Smoking deal for somebody. Clean
So-
coach.
We're going to get it outside. It's just, it's so nice out here in Oregon. We get it outside in the sun,
Yep.
show all the true colors and stuff. Makes a big difference rather than our LED lights inside our
It does.
showroom here. So, all right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, we got the 2008 Country Coach Magna outside. What do you think?
I like it. Beautiful day out here in Oregon again, and happy to talk about the outside of this '08 Magna.
Yeah, don't you think the paint's in good condition?
It is. Yep. Chelsea, really glossy, beautiful colors.
I don't see any micro-checking or anything.
I haven't found any.
Coach,
No, even in the dark colors.
It's been garage kept, definitely well taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were talking about the carrying capacity or what the coach weighs?
47,000 pounds with a 15-liter ISX 600 horse Cummins. I mean, this is as good as it gets, horsepower to weight ratio in a 45-foot coach.
52,000 GVW.
67 GCW, 15,000 pound hitch. Yeah.
And that's including water and occupancy of 3 people, and
3 people at 154 pounds each.
that's pretty light, isn't it?
3 of me.
3 of Damon's. Always like the Country Coach entry doors, nice and wide.
I'm going to stop you there, Lou, before you open that screen door. That is really something, this door panel, Jack. I want you to get that. The way you guys designed that, brought the matching Chelsea colors into the door panel. A lot of people don't notice that or take notice of it, and it's pretty cool.
No, it looks nice. But yeah, having the screen door. Also, we have a latch here that's coming for this coach. We wanted to get this one outside just because we've had a lot of interest in it.
We have had a lot of requests to do a video.
So we just said, hey, let's pull it outside. We haven't done the full detail on the under bays and stuff, but we will.
Yeah,
so.
It still looks just as good as anything else you're going to
It's just
find.
been too busy. I don't know what's going on out there.
It is.
But
we got another closing today on the Crane Prairie. It's every day there's people picking up from all over the country, and it's great.
Yeah, so what's nice about the 08 also is in the steps, you have an area here that lifts up, so you could put some shoes and some gloves and things like that.
Yep.
They
nice.
only did that in 08.
Yeah, nice concealed compartment, and 2 different versions. They had the drawer, maybe that's 09, remember? The little chrome button with
that's
the drawer.
Right. I forgot about that.
And then that hinged version.
Which one do you like better?
I probably like the hinged version better.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, and just look at the finish work here around the steps.
Yeah.
All the tile work.
Backlit.
It's not using a solid surface, it's actually using the tile.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of cuts. Even the step well right here, this is going to be, the entry slide out for the step well.
Yeah, the cover, it's all tile.
Step cover, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so.
This is always nice when you see the grab handle without any cracks. It's original with the Country Coach logo. And then I get a lot of people with Country Coaches that call me and want to talk about their motorhome, and I ask them what the coach number is. This is where you'll find it on a Country Coach, this little Oregon State seal. It'll say serial number 6914M on this particular coach.
Or in the medicine cabinet of the main vanity sink.
Yep, that's another good spot.
Sometimes the sun hits those and makes it a little hard to see.
Yeah.
The ones inside the medicine cabinet are a lot easier to see. So, no, that's a good point because that tells us everything about it. We have the build sheets on all these coaches, which is nice. So we could tell beforehand what type of options are on it, and we could always email you the whole build sheet or window sticker.
Yeah, and if we've had it before, even if I had it a guarantee, I'll have pictures of it and all the specs and a file built on it, so
Yep.
good to have the history.
So 18,000 pound front end.
Yep, Dana Kirkstall.
Dana Kirkstall. We've talked about that one quite a bit, but disc brakes on all wheels on 08.
Nice change for 08.
Nice change on Countries. 315 size tires on all wheels and disc brakes, so that's nice.
ABS disc brakes on all wheels. Yeah. He did tires in 23, June of 23, Louie. He put new tires on. 6, drive axle and steer. Tag axle, they're a little older, but
2018 or 19?
19 Michelins, so they're good till 26.
So yeah, always take a look at the sidewalls to make sure that there's no cracks or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or have a tire person look at it for you. It's never really the tread that we're ever worried about. It's usually the sidewalls.
Yeah, the age.
So, yeah, boy, the paint's great.
It is. Flush slides. Got the window awnings.
Do you want to go there or no?
Is it 630 horsepower or 63 feet long, Louie?
No, it's neither, but it's a confusion point. So
It is.
that was a marketing thing, but basically it is a Magna. The 630 is they were going to get rid of these names and go with a numbering system. And then they decided not to, but then they kept the numbers. So.
Yeah.
But no, we always like to have fun with that one. I know how excited you were about some of the marketing decisions out there.
Yeah, the marketing, we'll just say big dummy. Now we can go on to the rest of this motor.
Oh, that was a little harsh.
Well, it's, it was a
All
bad
right,
move.
150 gallons diesel fill, and you can fill it from either side. I'm going to try to get over that one, but that's going to take a while. This is just an access panel to the fuel tank, and then you're going to have curb lights, which there's light switches at the front and also in the bedroom area. So,
Yes.
if you wake up in the middle of the night, you hear some noise, you have the curb light switch you can turn on. Also the floodlight switch, which is kind of nice.
Light it up.
Light.
This door, like you said, access to the fuel tank, it's to change the sending unit without dropping the tank. So it was really, again, forward thinking by Country Coach that if that fuel tank sending unit ever goes bad, let's not try and drop a tank that might have half a tank of fuel in it to access it. So that really makes life easy.
Yeah, dropping a tank's not that easy, is it?
No, even for us with a lift, it's still.
Yeah, we do have a hydraulic lift that helps out a lot, but
Yeah.
boy, that's not an easy job.
No.
So we've done it a couple times, though, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The X slide, so this slide room on the Magnas is above the floor, so you have your chassis here and your floor right here, and then the side walls on top of that, which of course is steel and it's welded on. But I really like the X slide because of it being a little higher up and how flush it fits inside the wall here.
It grabs all four corners of the slide room to move it in and out, and then of course your nice tall bay door height with a sharp T, Louie.
The height, so if the slide was out, this door would stop right here. It's got a double strut, so if you just push up on it, it'll actually go higher. And underneath, you'll see underneath the slide, there's these
Little vinyl knobs.
so it protects the paint from getting hit. But see, the height on this Damon is incredible.
It is. I mean, when the slides are in, you can access all your bays really easy. Two rollout trays, dual directional.
And just look at the metallics in this paint.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've always loved about the Sickens paint. That's what Country Coach, probably one of the only manufacturers that I know of that was using Sickens.
Yeah, high-end
their
automotive
coaches.
quality paint.
But a lot of metallics. I think the big difference that I've always noticed is that you find the depth on the coach quite a bit, where a lot of coaches, they're kind of just flat, kind of.
Orange peel. Yeah, you can tell it's thin paint.
Yeah.
Even the backside of these bay doors, I mean, they're just solid.
Yeah, and they're fiberglass, so that's going to dissipate heat, so it's going to keep the coach much more insulated.
Yeah, and it allows you guys to do a really nice design.
There is a switch inside where you can lock the bay doors. If that, for some reason, failed, there is a key here. So.
I mean, look, like the paint and the pinstripe, even on the jamb of the door. It's just pretty crazy, the amount of work that went into these coaches.
Nice. So we're going to have 3 pass-through bays. This one's wired for an outside TV if you want it. Pass-through, pass-through. These are electrics, so there's a little remote inside that would bring this in and out.
Yeah, either side.
And then in that bay back there, we're not going to go in there just from a time constraint standpoint. We have where your inverters are located in a nice climate-controlled area,
Yeah.
so they don't get too hot.
They're in the middle of the bay, and then we got AquaHot on the driver's side. House batteries, new in June of 23, also AGM.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Keep it clean.
AGM, and he did 6 on this side of that bay. You got all your resettable breakers on top and on the side here, and a disconnect for the chassis batteries. House battery disconnect is in the motorhome. All on slide trays. Solid doors. Chassis batteries right here. Also new in 23, May of 23. On a slide tray.
Fresh water's behind there,
I wonder what size that tank might be, Lou.
95.
Hey, you're right. Black and gray?
6060.
Yes.
07.
You studied. Very good.
Tribal knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the paint, the blends.
I mean, look at the
Yeah.
blend there is nice.
Yeah, nice flush dryer vent for the stacked washer dryer. And that window, like all of them, the solar reflective tint up there. Blind's wide open. You can't see in.
You know, a lot of people ask what's the difference between the Intrigue and the Magna. They have similar body styles from a front of the coach now.
Yep.
But the big difference is that they're going to have the awnings up on the roof.
Yeah, that bus look.
And you can see how they fit. Country was really all about the fit and finish on their coaches. So instead of just putting a Gerard, which is very boxy looking,
And tall.
tall,
Yeah.
they decided to go with Carefree that would make a little facade right here that would hold the electric portion of the awning. So they would make it a lot smaller, basically, and curved to it. So there's a little design to it, and
We'll
that's
have
why.
to get those awnings out later because this one has 2. They did the option in the bedroom.
Yeah, and then you do have the Gerard window awnings here.
Yeah.
But I really like the way they did that because of the front cap and how they just look.
Yeah, it was a great design.
I mean, a lot of coaches, you see all those big gaps, even today's coaches.
Yeah.
Where Country was just all about that fin finish. I think that was pretty cool. Have we talked
Definitely.
enough about the tag axle and it lifts?
We got it captured in the video. It's off the ground about 3 inches, and yeah, liftable tag.
Just trying to get the weight off of it more than anything else. So
shorten that wheelbase, which is 289 on this coach, shorten it up to be able to turn like a 42 foot.
So we'll go to the engine. This bay is just basically got your air filter.
Yeah, intake, fuel filters.
But boy, the 600 Cummins, I got to drive this coach. Drives outstanding.
Where'd you pick it up?
California.
Okay.
Yeah. Southern
Nice.
California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple days.
Garage kept. Yeah, it took a day and a half, well, half a day to get there.
Yeah.
But 6914, everything's going to be labeled like that. So that's kind of cool.
600 Cummins ISX, 1850 torque, 4000 Allison. Again, the best horsepower to weight ratio in a 45-foot coach built, 47,000 pounds dry weight.
Yeah, these things fly up the hill. So 1850 torque.
Yeah.
Oh, they're incredible drivers. So yeah, and I love the look of the back cap. It's nice and clean.
I remember in 06 when they put that engine in one of the first coaches, you called me and said, go stand outside, I'm coming over, we're going for a ride. And I walked out in front of Guarantee and you pulled in. In fact, it was Soho. I remember the color.
Oh, really?
And we drove it up and down 99 and yeah, what a rocket.
I was flabbergasted. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
The 0 to 30 on this is.
Yeah, the takeoff, it's just crazy.
And I'm climbing hills a lot, you know, the Siskiyous here in Oregon and everything. And boy, this thing just flies up the hill. I'm passing cars, which I need to, you know, I'm kind of a 68 mile an hour guy.
You're in a hurry to get home.
Yeah, I don't go over 70 much anymore.
Yeah.
So, short cord here, power. Side mounted radiator, of course, right?
With an auxiliary transmission cooler on the ISX. That's one quick way I can tell if it's got a Cummins or a Cat, if I see that auxiliary trans cooler.
On the bottom there?
Yeah.
Yep. You really brought your A game today, huh?
I had my Dutch brothers.
Yeah. We're doing a little work on here. We noticed that the water pump was on all the time, I think, and so.
Yeah, we're working on the pump and the drains, but it's kind of cool that you can show this because you've got some components that we can't normally see in a video. We always open the door and show you the fresh water filter for the whole house up there, but you can see the hot and cold lines are red and blue. They're color coded. The water hose reel is stowed back there. This is a thermostat for the AquaHot to adjust the heat exchanger in this bay. And then this is a water pressure regulator. That's another call we get all the time. Do I need to buy a regulator? No, it's already built in. Do I need a surge protector? No, it's already built in.
All country coaches have had that.
Yeah.
From as far as I've ever been there. So.
Then you got the black and gray rinse, sewer hose holder on the right. It's all finished in stainless steel. And again, we haven't cleaned this yet, but we will once it goes through our inspection.
And you're going to have the electric black and gray dump valves right here. All right, so what do you got here, Damon?
We got the AquaHot 600, Lou, the big one.
600D.
600D.
Yeah, D for D.
D for Damon. There you
Damien?
go. Okay. What's up in the top right
Should
corner
be
there?
P. We switch that to P for precious.
Precious plum.
Plum.
Yeah.
That's a South word, I guess.
It's what they use in the Southeast.
Oh, waving to another fan?
Yeah, that was. Yep,
That's
big
good
fan.
stuff.
Tim Lemon.
Yeah.
What are those switches over there for, Lou?
Oh, that's for the trays.
Okay.
I forgot about
That's a
that.
good test.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know if
so
you can remember that.
It does have a remote, but if you can't find the remote, you can have a
We got
hardwired switch.
switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
Thinking ahead.
Love these bay doors again. We always talk about these. Aren't these nice? How they shut? Oh,
They're just solid. I mean, 16 years old. They're not sagging.
full pass through on the other side. Gosh, you know, not every door shuts like that. So for some reason,
They
I
don't.
think it's just nice. And they're insulated and all that good stuff.
There's the massive 5.5 gallon LP tank for the cooktop.
Yeah, so this does have a LP cooktop, and that's the only propane in the coach. So
Yeah. Bet it'll last a year plus. We got a nice window awning on this side, power Girard with slide toppers above. The dual pane windows, and again the optional sliding cockpit window. So a nice large opening, and that pane just slides down into the sidewall.
Look at the size of that window opening.
It's
So,
large, yeah.
That's way bigger than the regular manual one,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice.
Yep. Then we got our front run bay, which is HWH slide out pump and brains, generator slide switch, which will be a 12.5 own and quiet diesel on this coach.
Yep. Boy, we should probably get the awnings out.
We got to get the awnings out.
All right, what do you think of the awnings there, Damon?
I like it. There's got to be 40 feet of awning on this.
Boy, Jack's gonna have his hands full with the editing today.
Oh, there's been a lot of bloopers on your part.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're doing our best. We're just trying to have fun. Forget everything else, right?
We got to do one take.
Yeah,
In and out.
we should just do one take and just let it go.
I got a lot of calls and emails I got to get to. People are getting mad, so
Yeah. No, let's get the coach back inside.
let's get it inside and climb in it.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, so we made it to the inside.
We did.
What do you think?
Clean coach, Chelsea, one of my favorite colors.
Yep.
2008, beautiful coach.
Yeah, you can see over here, Jack, is the computer desk on the Affinities. This portion of the desk would be facing more this way, where they made a nice improvement by facing it towards where the TV is.
Yeah.
So this is just a nice workstation here. You're going to have a file drawer here, a couple drawers. You got your slide room controls and your thermostat and all that good stuff. Lots of storage up here. And then the other nice modification was back here in the vanity is they made it quite a bit bigger. Instead of straight, they actually made it curved, and look at all the depth there. So I just wanted to point out, we were just talking about the differences of the floor plan. So some nice improvements upon the Alexander Valley to the Galileo. Looks like the front TV's been updated.
Both of them. Yeah, Samsungs.
So smart TVs.
And then 2008 came from the factory with the MCD shades without the curtains. That was a nice update.
Yeah, nice electric shades there. The toll window.
Yeah, power toll window. That was a great option. It's all tile under the pedals, which are adjustable. The larger silver leaf. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they made the monitor screen on the Silverleaf quite a bit bigger, double the size. There, the black box, and that gives you all your information on your engine, your transmission, your tank levels. You could start and stop your generator from right there as you're driving, and it also has auto gen, so you could have it start on the auto charger, which is a voltage. Once your batteries got down to 12 volts, it would automatically start the generator.
Yeah.
You could set it for what we call the pet saver. So you set the temperature inside the coach, make sure your thermostat's on. The generator will actually activate once it needs to keep the coach nice and cool.
And you get some inverter settings on there too. You can turn them off and on. This has two inverters, all electric.
Yeah, so this coach is all electric, and the seating right here, this makes into a jackknife bed, and then this is what they call the J sofa with the J dinette, which I really like the J dinette booth.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable booth. The J sofa has a hide-a-bed in it. And that was the nice thing of this floor plan is back then we were getting younger couples that wanted a workstation and needed all the sleeping. And it was always, well, you can have a sofa or a computer desk. And then the Alexander Valley came out, which would later be the Galileo, where it put a desk in the middle and allowed for two sofas. So you got a lot of sleeping and the workstation.
Exactly. So if you have a dedicated area right here for your computer workstation.
Yep.
So if you're still working, or if you still like to get on the computer quite a bit, doing emails and all those other good things, this is a really great place to do all that work. Where a lot of people used to use the dining room table.
Yeah.
And then you got to pick it up and move everything around.
Exactly.
This way you can keep it all there.
Just leave it there.
Yeah. Jackknife here, ultra leather here. All the shades are electric. The switches are right above the entry door, which is nice. You can see there. And they have a tilt to them, so that will be the day, and then you can tilt it for a night. Pretty cool, huh?
There you go. Yeah. This is all the natural cherry wood cabinet in here.
Yeah, so light cherry, so no stain to the cherry whatsoever. The sound systems on Countries are really good. They're going to use, looks like they have the Pioneer in this one.
Yeah, they've updated that.
So that's going to run the 7 speakers. These are 100-watt speakers. So good surround sound, good front, left, and right channels. Really good sound system.
We must have a satellite system in here, Lou. We got a DirecTV receiver up on top.
We do.
Maybe in one of the front overheads.
And we got an Xbox.
Yeah, that's kind of unique. I haven't seen one of those before.
Jack, you're not taking that, are you? You already got one, right? Actually, this is a younger couple that own this coach currently, and they have kids, obviously, so
Yeah.
I'll have to send that
Pretty
back
cool
to them.
setup.
Yeah, so all that's been updated, which is nice. The dining room table, we talked about the J booth dinette, the radiant floor heat on all the tile here.
Yep. Right
So
through the bathroom.
2 zones, you could 2 little controls
Yeah.
where you could set the temperature for the front and the back of the coach.
I noticed they also replaced, as preventive maintenance, all 3 roof airs in 2020. So these are all new air conditioners up on the roof.
Oh, that's
Heat
nice.
pumps. Yeah.
Wow, where'd you get that at?
In the file, I kind of perused through some of the service history, and
Good job, pal.
yeah.
Way to bring the A game, huh?
Hey,
Jeez,
we
that
gotta
quad
do it.
shot's kicking in.
We got to do it for the customers.
We got the drink set, coma set here.
Yeah.
Pulls out this way. Again, if you would like just a wood cabinet, that's something we can do. But the great thing about Country Coaches is the chassis, the semi-monocoque structure with the independent front suspension. These things don't move whatsoever when you're driving down the road.
No, we get that question all the time. What do you do with those glasses? Leave them.
Leave them.
Don't do anything.
I drive a lot, and I tell you what, I've never had one even come out of the area here.
No, they don't rattle or anything. They're just, it's kind of a Country Coach trademark, the glassware cabinet.
Yeah, but nice sized galley. I love how they do the curves right here on the wood.
Yeah,
Just
nice
the things you
radius
don't
there.
see.
And
The
toe
countertops. Oh, toe kick.
Kick. Toe kick, beautiful.
Thought out very well so you
Yeah.
don't damage your wood while you're washing the dishes. I know you like to wash dishes quite a bit. We're going to have the double Corian sink. But I really like the solid surface on this coach. Really nice colors.
Contrast the floor nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not all electric.
Well, we'll have to take that back, huh?
Yeah, it does have 2 inverters, so that means it has the, I can run my front roof air
We did
off,
this on purpose, so that
Yeah.
means, yeah, that was the other option, was to run the,
front air off the inverter.
yeah,
So 2 inverters, 320 amp alternator.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. So it's got the little 5.5 gallon propane tank that'll be on the driver's side.
Yeah, I personally like to cook it with gas, but we've had a lot of people in the past year that we've taken this out and put the true the induction cooktops.
Yeah.
And those fit well. We actually have a 3-1 that we've been using lately that
Oh, wow.
looks pretty cool. So all those upgrades are something that we're used to. You know, some things that the small things I think make a big difference from the fit and finish on Country Coaches, but you know, I was in another product the other day, a newer coach, and they just had these pieces back here, they're backsplashes, and they were all just kind of pre-done.
Yeah.
They weren't fit all the way up in here and cut.
Yeah.
They just looked kind of chintzy and cheap, I guess.
Probably production fast.
Yeah, and that's where I really appreciated the Country Coach. The Magnas, we talked about this before, the 60-day working days.
Yeah, slow production.
Really slow, day and a half before it moved from one station to the next.
A lot of man hours.
So you could do these kind of things instead of having that pre-slab thing and just slapping it up there and
Oh yeah.
having all the gaps and everything
And
else.
the window. I mean, it's a nice large window as well, but having a window in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think it's the big difference between a production coach and a coach that is not the production coach.
Yeah.
And these were definitely not production coaches.
No, very impressive factory tour back in the day.
I mean, yeah, we won't get into other competitors, but they would build these in like 9 or 20 days.
Yeah.
Versus 60. So
Yep. And you can see it, especially today. You can see it.
time equals money.
Yeah.
A lot of labor hours, but boy, the fit and finish on the countries are outstanding.
Definitely. And they've held up over time.
Yeah, some of that you also notice around here is there's no trim pieces around the curve piece here on the tile. They're going to take the time to cut that and just make it look nice. Where a lot of manufacturers, they put big pieces of trim there to cover up the gaps.
Yeah.
But like the ceiling treatment?
I do. It's very clean and not too, gaudy.
3 roof airs, 15,000 BTU ACs and heat pumps. And your primary system, primary heating system is your hydronic heat. So we've already talked about that, but
Aqua hot, yep.
so you have more than enough heat here. Also
yeah.
with the radiant floor heat, that'll heat the whole coach.
Yeah.
In a lot of climates. So
Yep.
pretty cool.
Nothing like walking around on a warm floor.
Residential refrigerator. This has been updated also.
Yeah, that is not original.
All right, so we head back to the bathroom area. We have the nice Sassana round curved shower.
In pewter with Corian walls and a little accent backsplash. Nice low step to get in.
Yeah, big vanity sink area here. I also like the Galileo floor plan because it was one of the only ones where you could put the stacked washer dryer in it.
Yeah. That was a big plus, and then the vanity sliding out with the bed and creating all this floor space in front of us.
220 volt washer dryer.
Yeah, the dryer.
The dryer, yeah, not the washer, but that was pretty cool, huh?
It is. You got the private water closet here with a large window, second sink, and a lot of storage.
Again, you notice the wallpaper. I was looking at that other coach too. Just the small things that I look at other newer coaches out there. They just don't do those kind of things.
No.
It's wall paneling instead of wallpaper. It just makes the finish look outstanding. That's actually a different color than all the other parts of the coach. Like this color. So they did a custom one in the water closet there.
Room separation. You got your floor heat, silver leaf.
So you could check your tank levels here, inverter. You could start and stop the generator from right here. This is going to be your radiant floor heat. This is for the galley and the bathroom. This is going to be for the living room. You just turn them on with this switch. Some of them, they had these little garage doors on the 07s that you open up to turn them on and off. So, and in here we have your 120 volt distribution panel.
Yeah. Those are both all labeled and your 2 separate legs, and then 12 volt is right down here.
So you got your main power, you have your inverters, you got your TVs, your washer dryers. All those things are going to be all here. It's nice that they put everything in one central location, and then you have all the interior 12 volt.
Yeah.
Here,
easy
and
access.
that would be like what, water pumps,
Lights.
So
Yeah.
they're all numbered, color coded, and they have the schematics, which is nice, you know.
Yeah, in the owner's manual.
But what I really liked about the back bedroom of this floor plan is the vanity and the California Queen bed all slide out, so it gives you this open space right here.
Definitely.
And what we call this, it should be a California Queen, or we call it Texas Queen, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bigger there, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm in.
So it's, instead of a queen, which is 60 inches wide, it's going to be 66 inches wide, where a king is 72.
It is. And then this coach has the adjustable bed option, which is kind of cool. You can stop it at any position. It lifts the headboard up. And if you have it up all the way, there's enough area where you can walk through in front of the bed when your slides are in and you're going down the road.
That's why they initially did it, is on buses they used to do that. And then it started becoming available 07 on Magnas.
Yeah.
So just a walkway to get around into your wardrobe if you need it. Well, I guess you could read up in bed like that.
And you can, read or not snore.
That's good. Updated bedroom TV. What's also nice is no switch box or anything. These are independent from the front of the coach. So this has 5 speakers here for front, left, and right, and then your home theater. But you have an extra DVD player here. Here. And then you have your satellite receiver here.
Yep.
So a little bit of storage. And you got your aqua hot here to turn it on and off. And then a couple of shade switches here for these shades back here and here, since they're all electric. So with the washer dryer forward of us, you're going to get a lot more drawers.
A lot of storage in the back of the
Storage.
Galileo.
This is all the original manuals for the coach, which is always nice. The clear tub.
And the schematics we were just talking about.
Yeah. And so lots of storage. And then the wardrobe here, of course. Super clean coach though, huh?
It is. Yeah, great colors, floor plan, a lot of storage.
Some nice updates that have been done. Low miler.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else you could add to this feature-wise?
I think we've covered it. The 2008s, they made some nice changes that we've gone over, so.
This is probably a coach that was in the 670s back in 08.
740.
740. Whoa.
740,000. We have the original window sticker for this coach too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this one had a lot of options on it, from what I
did.
remember. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So good price at $229 with low miles. It's been garaged. Excellent condition, in my opinion.
Yeah, and a lot of nice updates.
Yeah. Well, once again, thanks for watching the videos. We appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button.
It's free. Thank you.
Thank you.